Hey guys, it's Eric with the Middle Park Minute, where we're pulling strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, getting listeners. Back again with another podcast. We took another little mental break. Sorry, a little hiatus. I finally, if you can hear it, I finally am better. I sound better. I feel better. A little bit of a cough still, but hey, that's all right. So we're gonna throw some strikes, get some likes tonight, today. Whenever you happen to be listening to this, uh, back talking Brew Crew. This is a daily podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Apple Podcast. 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We do live recordings nightly, and then we also go live Saturdays for the public. If you ever want to be a part of this podcast, let me know. I'm glad to have you on. 4 p.m. Central on Saturdays is when we like to go live. SeatGeek code Miller Park Minute. Use that code to save $20 off your first order with SeatGeek. You can also support us at patreon.com/Miller Park Minute. If you want to give a monthly support to the channel, you're welcome to do so. We do have the ability to support the channel on YouTube. So if you're watching the YouTube video, you see a little join button. You can join us down there if you would like. Totally up to your prerogative. So, after getting swept by the worst team in baseball, let's break this down. Let's talk about the good, the bad, the downright ugly of being swept by the Oakland A's. So, one of the big things here that I want to talk about, and I think is worth noting and worth mentioning when you talk about this team right now, albeit we don't have everything lining up, and there can be a lot of negatives to be said. But I want to talk about certain things from each box score. We're going to go backwards, starting with Sunday. So, if you take a look at Sunday's matchup for the Crew, of course, ads go crazy. You got Christian Yelich with a 2 for 4 day with a homer, a walk, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Christian Yelich is still leading the team despite the internet trolls and everybody who wants to diss him. He is the leader of our team right now, batting average wise. Just still playing some good ball, albeit people don't want to hear that. So he was the bright shining spot on Sunday. The other thing that I want to take note and take mention of is Freddie Peralta did go 5 innings along with 3 hits, 4 earned runs. Sorry, just one shy of a quality start. 1 inning and one run. The long ball has really bitten him, so that's one of the bads. For Freddie Peralta, the long ball is kind of biting him right now. This game became a meltdown later, obviously with the bullpen, just kind of pooping the bed, so to speak. No other way to put it. We did put up some offense. I mean, there was a little bit of offense put up late in this game, but too little, too late, unfortunately. I think Saturday's game is really the one. Pardon me, I'm just making sure I'm on the right tab. Saturday's tab is the one that's kind of a disappointer for me. When you see an outing like this, sorry, ads from Tehran, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts. Julio Tehran has a losing record so far on the 2023 season. He's 1-2 with a 1.48 ERA. That is ridiculously good for being a guy that we just added that hasn't played baseball in 2 years. A guy does not get enough credit. Unfortunately, we were just outscored in that matchup, and it was really only 2 runs. I mean, Contreras was the positive of that game. So it's downright ugly for this game and part of the series here that a guy pitching 7 innings, allowing 1 run, did not get the W. Tehran has been really good. He is showing something, I'd say, similar to what we're getting out of Colin Ray. Good baseball, but they're just not able to score for him. Similar to the Corbin Burns start that he's been getting lately. Now, if we go back to Friday night, that's the one I want to. Another one that kind of got away from us, and it was not for lack of effort. Again, by our team. Owen Miller was the offensive star, going 2 for 3, walk and a stolen base. This game was the most offensive game. Well, most game where I thought our offense had the best shot. Sunday we put up the most offense, but I felt like we had a really good shot of winning this matchup, and it just those clutch hits didn't come through. Kind of a clunker by Hauser. 5 earned runs given up. The bullpen went scoreless, but we were unable to score. That's where I say this was the one I thought we had the best offensive shot in. Either way, not a good weekend. Very ugly outlook. So, as you guys know, I always bring the positive, and that's one of my. It could be my fault. It could be my one of the good things about this show. I don't know. You tell me down in the comments below. But we're gonna take a look at this team right now versus the 2018 team. The reason I bring this up is so Dario Melendez, who you guys know is a post-game reporter and now is with WISN. I had him on the show. He's great guy, good analyst. And he tweeted out the other night, and I screenshotted this and said this. I think we all are forgetting how much the 2018 Brewers team struggled. From June 1st to August 28th, a span of 3 months, they were 37 and 39, 2 games above 500. They used a fast start and an incredible September to force 163 and keep that momentum going through October. On July of 2018, the Brewers swept in a 5-game series by the Pirates, who were below 500. Okay, so bringing that into today. So I got some replies because I tweeted this out earlier today. They don't have the same veteran leadership in the everyday lineup. This person brings in Braun, Moustakas, and Grandal. Okay, Braun, Moustakas, and Grandal were not on this team for the whole season. I went back to this date on 2018 just to give you a frame of reference. It was a matchup against the Chicago Cubs. We won that matchup 4-0. At that time, that team was 40 and 27. In comparison to today's mark of, oh my God, thanks. 34 and 32. So 6 games off where we were in 2018, where we were 1 game away from the World Series. And at that time, our lineup consisted of Eric Thames, Christian Yelich, Lorenzo Cain, Travis Shaw, Domingo Santana, Jonathan DR, Hernan Perez, Manny Pena behind the dish, Orlando Arcia, Chase Anderson, Eric Sogard, Taylor Williams, and Jacob Barnes. So no Grandal, Moustakas, or they were late season trades. Let's bring that up. So there's still time yet to make that push. We were out of it for a while there in that season, and I think that's great historical reference for where we are right now. To mention that this team is very young and very different. Yes, I agree with that. But this team is also very injured. And if we go over to our good old friend, the injury report, which seems like all I can talk about. Maybe that's why I feel my show has gotten boring, because all I talk about is us being so injured. And it's no fault of lack of lack of inspiration. It's just, every day I beat up the injury report, and me and the injury report go round and round and round, and we talk about lacerations to, you know, Darren Ruff's leg. We talk about Brandon Woodruff's mystery injuries that keep nagging on. We talk about, the fact that Wade Miley's getting close, Eric Lauer's getting close, Jesse Winker's getting close. We talk about all this, and it seems like we go round and round and round about it. But it's what we're dealing with. It's what we've got right now. I mean, I wish we could change it, but would we be further ahead if we didn't have this problem? Yeah, of course. Wade Miley was pitching like a beast. Brandon Woodruff is Brandon Woodruff. I mean, you don't have to say much more about that. Lauer wasn't Lauer, but and then you got your Justin Wilsons. You've got your, Tyrone Taylor. But I think that's giving us a chance to look at some of these young guys and see who's going to be worth it. Bryce Turing, up and down. That happens with these rookies, so I'm not shocked by that. We started really coming on late in that season. And we can still do that this season. I mean, there's 160 games for a reason. Right now, we are only, 30? So we're 66 games into the season. I mean, we got a little under 100 games to go, which is a lot of time to do a lot of different things. So that's my glasses half full take. We have all-stars. I actually am doing a full-on breakdown of what I think of the all-star potential for the Milwaukee Brewers and who I think the potential all-stars are going to be. That is going to be a Brewer Fanatic exclusive video. So if you go over to the Brewer Fanatic website, you can see that video. It should be airing in the next 24 to 48 hours. So go over to the Brewer Fanatic website, check out that video. This is not a Pirates hat, by the way. Just thought about that. It's not a Pirates hat. It's just a pirate logo of one of my favorite photographers. So we're going into Minnesota, guys. Let's grit and bear. Let's put it together. I just want to highlight a couple other things that I read here. A lot of people, when I bring up these comments, trying to spin positivity into the Spurs community, bring up, we traded Josh Hader. Team has been the same since Willie got hit. It's a sinking ship. Jump off now. That's where everybody is. They want to jump off now. I laugh at it. I laugh and I make jokes, but I get it. It's concerning. I mean, I don't like when the team loses. I was upset over the weekend, but I was also had a lot going on. I was trying to recover, just trying to get my rest. But busy festival here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. So, all stars we'll talk about in that video for brewfanatic.com. So go ahead and check that out. We cover real quick our record. We are in second place. We are one game back of the Pirates. We're 34-30, and we are 34-32. Cincinnati's right on our heels, 3 games back. Christian Yelich is still leading the Milwaukee Brewers with a 258 batting average, 44 runs. Good buddy Rowdy, he's got 12 homers. Brian Anderson, 32 runs batted in. Christian Yelich with 16 stolen bases. So he's actually one off. So talk about 2018 numbers. He's one off his 2018 mark as far as home runs go at this juncture of the season. So I mean, there's still time for him to turn it on too. We are not shy of those numbers, and So I'm going to continue to draw similarities for you guys and point out the good and the bad. There's flies in here. I opened that door, and with all the light that I have in here, they just tend to come in. So I don't know, guys. Glasses half full. This is how I run my show. This is how my show is always going to be. I will always tell you the positives of this team and this crew, and that's how it's going to be. That's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. Bada boom, bada bang. Ha ha ha. Ha. Are you very funny? Um, around the league, we could talk about MLB power rankings. You guys like to talk about those on Mondays and Sundays. That's when they come out. Power rankings. I think we're in the top 15. I'm going to say we are probably borderline top 15. Milwaukee Brewers. Ooh, still coming in at number 13. Now, mind you guys, Oakland was the hottest team in baseball in the American League coming into, and that doesn't mean they're in the power rankings. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Oakland has won the most games recently. It was against us in Pittsburgh. Just kind of showing you again some of that. Oh, the NL Central side, tough division. So Oakland has moved out of their last place spot just due to their good play here in this week. And this one is coming directly from CBS Sports. We are ranking at number 13 on that one. If you go to the MLB power rankings, Rays still at the top, Rangers still at the top. We know this Braves, Orioles. Orioles have fallen a little bit. Brewers coming in top 15 still, number 14. We dropped 3 places from last week on the MLB's rankings. USA Today's power rankings has the Milwaukee Brewers at 14. It's the top 15 team, top half of baseball. I'm not going to fault us yet. I don't give up this early and this easy. We can't do athletic without expanding. So yeah, power ranked, borderline top 15, 13, 12, somewhere in that vicinity is where the Brewers are right now. Now, power rankings are just kind of an indicator of this moment, and what that means in this moment for us is we're still in the top half of baseball, so to speak. There's a lot more work to be done to get there. So I think that's important to know. And when it comes to where we are and where we could be, um, I saw so many comments that we are the laughing stock and blah blah blah. There's worse teams in baseball. There's worse places to be. We have been in and out of winning and losing streaks all season long, and we're holding steadfast. We just got to hold on a little bit more. Wade Miley hopefully will be rejoined in the club. Lauer, Justin Wilson, all these guys, if we can just get them back, it'd be great. It'd be beautiful. It would be. The Brewers did drop another specialty hat. This is Father's Day one. Father's Day is coming up Sunday. But they did drop another specialty hat. The USA hat, the 4th of July hat. Go check a look at that. That is one sweet hat. They haven't dropped any merchandise for that yet. Usually that patriotic stuff is the top seller. I know I did just miss out this last go around on the Memorial Day hat, and I'm kind of sad about it, but hoping for a restock. Yeah, they got some cool stuff. So always check that out, guys. Those things come in the emails in there. Just a good look. Yeah, it's got like the M and the B logo. So like the M part of it is the red and white, and then the B is the navy blue with the stars and stripes. Good look. It's a very good look. So they'll be dropping all that stuff, and that stuff is fire. All right, guys. I am tapped on tonight's info. The off day brewers always a challenge to just come up with different topics for you guys. Sometimes when the news is kind of slow and we're talking about injuries every day, it's almost like I'm droning on and on about the same thing, and that's part of the reason I take these short breaks from time to time because I don't want to drone on and on. And you know, when there's lack of stories in baseball, there's lack of videos to produce. So we may mix it up and do some like quiz videos where we take different historical quizzes and things like that. Just getting into more baseball topics and just different stuff overall. I think that's a fun idea, but I'm not starting that just yet. I gotta find some quizzes, figure out how to set it up with my screen here and how I want that to look. So like, subscribe, keep following along. There's gonna be more content along the way. Go over to brewerfanatic.com. Check those guys out. They got a good community over there. And see you in the next video, guys. If you're listening to the audio podcast, we are going to continue to try to do extended audio versions, different things that we're going to come along the way. So stay tuned for those. I know I've done a couple here and there, but stay tuned. There are going to be some more coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. As always, go Brew Crew.